we have any other comments or, a question here?
I didn't live in... I didn't live here when it became Pittwater. I lived up over there. How did you do it then? You fought for it and you won, didn't you?
Yes.
Never mind the old council. They deserted you. They bloody well, they're up there with them. Do what you did last time. Become Pittwater again, but not the old Pittwater. Forget it. You've got a new one. Stand up and bloody fight for it.
Corinne just wanted to make a few comments.
Well, just one comment about grassroots campaigning and David's idea of, bringing support for a petition. It's not just about the outcome. Campaigning is never just about the outcome. The byproduct of going with that option as well as fighting in the courts is that you are actually building community capacity around these issues. It's an opportunity to engage your community, to educate people, to raise awareness, and this will pay off for you in the long term, because these threats are not going away. Even if you get Pittwater Council back, the pressure to develop across Sydney is absolutely intense, and it will continue to be in the foreseeable future. And so this is also an opportunity to engage your community around these issues for the long term.
Anyone else? Gentleman over there.
Thank you. Peter Middleton, have been involved, still involved in a number of community groups to do with the Pittwater area. I've taken out of what Corinne told us tonight, which she's just re-emphasised, that we need a coalition, and this is given to us as a gigantic opportunity to form such a coalition. The other strong point I got from what she told us was that rational arguments don't win over the government, passion wins over the government. And I think it's incredibly important that we go away from here supporting Bob and his group to the hilt, putting our hands in our pockets so that we can get it moving now, not wait, but to get moving now with the plan A and the plan B. I just want to touch on one other thing though. Bob reminded us it's 52 weeks since we had our Pittwater Council taken away from us. In only 16 weeks' time, we may be forced to go to an election. And if that election comes up, because there is a fair chance our passion may not have won us back our Pittwater in those few 16 weeks, even though it will have put us well on the way. So if we have to go into that election, let us remember it may have been Mayor Townsend who gave us the Judas kiss and took our Pittwater away from us. But it was those councillors who voted with her, whether through bad decision making because they thought that all the residents of Warringah would lie down and be happy to be split into two, or just through sheer wanting to support a mayor who was putting up a proposal that wasn't supported by the community of Pittwater. So if we come to that election, let's remember what we're going to have. We're going to have a maximum of 3 councillors in 15 who have the opportunity to represent the voice of Pittwater. If one of those goes to a Liberal Party candidate who will have to vote along Liberal lines, we'll only have 2 councillors that can support the voice of Pittwater. So if we go to that election, please remember the only councillors who have any hope of carrying our voice will be independent councillors. And I ask you now to find the people who will be those independent councillors. But in the meanwhile, support Bob and his group because that's our long-term hope. Thank you.